People watching the video, they eat meat every single day and they just want your best tip to save money along the way. What is it? Your all-time favorite meat to eat. What is your best budget-friendly tip for buying meat? We are in Brooklyn. I'm going to show you the cheapest cuts of meat. Let's go. Welcome to New York. First stop, I'm taking you all to Hell's Kitchen to Esposito Meat Market. This butcher shop was started in 1932 by the Esposito family, and they're famous for their sausages. I am at Esposito Meat Market with Robert. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Thank you.
We love eating meat, specifically high-fat meats. It's also known as the carnivore diet, but also ketogenic diet. Firstly, what is your all-time favorite meat to eat?
I like either the skirt steak, very flavorful and very rich in flavor, and also the bone-in ribeye.
How do you cook your favorite meat?
I cook either the skirt steak or the bone-in ribeye on the grill. Obviously, in a New York City apartment, you have a grill pan, which works just as well.
So for those who live in New York or somewhere where it's very expensive to buy meat and prices are going up, what are your best budget-friendly tips for shopping for meat?
You could go like a little bit lower, top cuts of porterhouse, New York strip, and ribeye. You could also go for a top sirloin. Right here, it's also it has enough fat inside.
Nice.
And very flavorful.
Oh, perfect.
And tender also. Compare prices, this is only $10.99 a pound compared to like $20 and $25 a pound.
You're famous for your sausages. Why are they so famous here?
Well, these are our Esposito sausages that we have a lot of different varieties.
Yeah.
We have a fresh chorizo, we have a smoked chorizo.
Nice.
We have a hot Italian, sweet Italian, sage, breakfast, or a thin plain.
Excellent.
And our signature sausages with aged provolone cheese and parsley.
Nice.
And we also incorporate 4 different kind of chicken sausages.
Oh, wow.
We have a chicken broccoli raw mozzarella,
Perfect.
chicken apple, chicken hot, and chicken sweet.
And how do you recommend cooking sausages?
Also, same as you would do a steak, either either on a grill or like a grill pan.
Do you happen to have beef fat trimmings?
Beef fat trimmings,
like suet or just leftover?
We do sell suet all the time. We have it in stock all the time. It's $4.99 a pound.
Yeah.
We get it in quantities of quarter pound, half pound, whatever quantity you need.
We will get half a pound of your suet and your chicken sausage. Do you support eating meat every day, and do you think eating meat is healthy or unhealthy?
They said like eating a carb-free meat diet, you could also lose a lot of weight too.
Absolutely.
Which that's proven, yes.
He eats one, I eat one.
And I eat meat almost every day also.
Exactly. It changed our lives. If you don't know about beef fat trimmings, this is such a great way to save money. I use beef fat trimmings as a raw snack and to use as cooking oil for anything that I cook on Carnivore. Next stop is Pianini Bros. It's just up a couple blocks in Hell's Kitchen as well. I'm here at Pianini Bros with Chris, and we're going to ask him some very good meat-related questions. Chris, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for stopping by. So right here, we're looking at our boneless ribeye.
Perfect.
These are really popular. You know, when people come in, they want to see, because they're carnivores, our fatty meat and our, prime. So these are all prime.
Nice.
Prime steaks. When you go to the candy store, you bring out the candy and you let them choose. So my strategy is always let them choose for themselves. As you can see, these steaks, they come with a nice little cap here, nice little marble. This is something for someone more expert in cooking steaks. It's a little challenging to do thick cuts. My recommendation is always searing it, making sure that the cast iron is nice and hot. You want to build that crust, color it all over, and then put it in the oven. Depending on the weight or the size of it, you want to leave it. You want to put it in the oven for 350. If you want a medium rare, you would do 5 minutes. If you want medium, you would add another 2 minutes to that.
Perfect.
So every 2 minutes, you go up.
Go up a level of doneness, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
One more question is, for those who are living in New York or who just want to save money on meat, they love meat, they eat it every day. What is your best budget-friendly tip for buying meat?
One of my favorite go-tos are the hanger steaks. These are really, really good. They're nice and tender. I would compare these to like skirt steaks. They're kind of like a tenderloin. Really small, but really tender, juicy, nice marble. Nice. Really, if you like steak and eggs, this is my go-to right here for the morning.
Perfect.
Your breakfast hanger steak.
Just a quick sear, or?
Honestly, I just try to keep it simple as possible. Salt, pepper is very effective. especially when there's a lot of fat.
Yes.
So it builds that nice little crust. I also like the flat iron.
Nice.
This is a really easy steak. If you're like living in, you're in college and you got a budget.
Yeah.
This is a really easy go-to. Really simple. Has a nice little marbleization. Cook this like
However you want.
4, 6,
Yeah.
7 minutes,
Yeah.
and you got yourself a nice steak.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely.
We definitely packed a lot of our favorite snacks, the Carnivore Bar. These are great for road trips, traveling, or when you have to eat when on the go. This can even be treated as a meal replacement as a high-fat carnivore. And I love my unsalted bars, whereas Steak and Butter Guy absolutely loves their honey barbecue bars. If you guys would like to check out these Carnivore Bars, I've linked them down below in the description box. Discount code SBGAL for 10% off. I'm at Della Pietra's with Rob. Firstly, thank you for having us.
My pleasure. Welcome to the shop. Welcome.
It's a beautiful shop.
Thank
Firstly, what is your all-time favorite cut of meat? I'm looking for a delicious piece of meat. What do you
For a
recommend?
steak. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the selection. Let's
perfect.
take a look at this. So, are you looking for something super aged or not as aged?
I love aged.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we do things in the 20 to 30 day, 40 to 50 day, and 60 to 80 day.
Wow.
So if you want something super, super special,
Yeah.
I'm going to put you into this category right here. But I have every cut you could imagine. We have the porterhouse, we have the ribeye, you have the bone-in New York strip, and we can cut this any size you'd like.
Can you summarize the process of the dry aged technique?
Basically, everybody has their own dry aging technique.
Yeah.
So you can go to many other places and say, yeah, I want a 60-day dry aged steak. You put it next to my 60-day dry aged steak, and it's going to be two different meals. And it's going to be different everywhere you go. It's like the magic sauce, right? You put your hands on it. We're controlling the humidity for what we feel is going to be the best steak. We're controlling the temperature or the room the way we feel is the best steak. So, this is like a preference thing, but there's so many different styles of aging.
Yeah.
You'd have to try it to see the difference,
So Rob, the owner of this butcher shop, actually took over a camera just to give you all a special VIP experience of where they dry age all of their meats. So enjoy. For people watching the video, they eat meat every single day and they just want your best tip to save money along the way. What is it?
Quality. It's not just about price. There are things here that are comparable to other places, still maybe a little bit more expensive, but the quality makes up for any extra money that you would spend anywhere. Shopping at Della Pietra should be more of an occasion, a special experience, a birthday, a party, an event. You have people coming over. That's how most people that are shopping on a budget experience Della Pietra's.
What's your top selling cut of meat?
I mean, the dry aged steaks is what we sell all day long.
Amazing.
These trays that you see in this case,
Yeah.
they're turning over 2-3 times every single day, all day long.
I actually got to try one of Della Pietra's dry aged steaks that same night, and I can confirm it is the best dry aged steak I have ever tried. And I think what really contributed to that is I got to cook it the way that I like at home and enjoy it in the comfort of my home. The flavor, the texture, the juiciness, everything was 10 out of 10. Make sure to watch to the very end to see how I cook it perfectly. And yes, they do ship. They're linked down below.
You look around, it's the middle of August. I got 25 butchers working, and this is usually when there's nobody spending money. So we're very lucky to have a very, very busy shop.
I see your stock over there. What's
Yeah.
the beef stock made out of?
So this is all beef bones. So these are all bone broth.
Okay.
You have a chicken, a beef, and then in the colder months we do a veal demi. Through the summer months, we always do the chicken and the beef, and it's delicious. People mainly buy it to drink. They don't cook with it. We
right.
intended it to be for cooking. Everybody uses it just to drink. So
Looks
it's
great.
that delicious. All the different ages.
Okay.
And then he's wrapping you up to 60 to 80 day right now.
Oh yeah, that's good, that's good. Rob, maybe hold that piece a little bit higher. Yeah, there you go.
We are in Brooklyn. I'm going to show you the cheapest cuts of meat, everything that carnivore can enjoy for cheap. Let's go. We're at the meat section of Trader Joe's, but this can apply to every single grocery store. Obviously, when it comes to white meat like chicken and turkey, it's leaner, so we're going to try to avoid that. However, my favorite chicken is this. Anything with a lot of fat content, I would say, is a great option because we do like our fat. So as you can see, the pricing, only $3.99 per pound. I would just throw this in the Instant Pot or in the oven. This one is my all-time favorite, is fresh chicken wings. Party chicken wings, only $3.99 per pound, so highly recommend. Ground beef is the best option for carnivore diet if you really want to save a lot of money. You could eat this for every single meal, burger patties, ground beef scramble, throw in some eggs, and this is the best, cheapest option right here. This right here is a great option if you want a steak, you're in the mood for steak, and you want it budget friendly. This is a blend of rib and round beef. This is what one of the New York City butchers recommended, flank steak, and here in Trader Joe's it is $14.99 per pound. Right here, USDA choice as well. This is the last option that I personally recommend. It's just called stew meat. You can get this at any grocery store, and it's usually less than $10 per pound. So as you can see, they chop it up for you. I would cook this in the Instant Pot. Just chuck it in, pressure cook, and it's delicious. You can also sear it. If you just started this carnivore lifestyle and you're currently going through symptoms like headaches, fatigue, or muscle cramping, this could just be a sign of electrolyte imbalance. What you can do is just salt all of your carnivore meals a little bit more generously, or you can just simply lean on a high quality electrolyte. This is the brand that I always recommend. It is from Element right here, specifically this raw unflavored version because it doesn't have any sugar, stevia, flavorings added in. It's just the sodium, potassium, and magnesium measured out for you in each little packet. This is what the little packets look like. You can travel with it, throw a bunch in your gym bag or work bag, and you just put it in whatever you're drinking, mix it up, drink it down, and you're good to go. You all can get a free sample pack with any purchase if you go to the URL shown on the screen, drinklmnt.com/SBGAL, and I've also linked them down below. After a full day of exploring New York, I couldn't wait to eat one of the dry-aged steaks from Della Pietra's. This is their bone-in New York strip, dry-aged 40 to 50 days. I was craving for their gelatinous fatty cap, and so Steak and Butter Guy cooked this so perfectly over the stove and on a really, really hot pan. This works every single time for any thick cut, fattier cuts of steak. So we first greased the pan with the fresh suet from Esposito Meat Market, and we waited a few minutes for the pan to get extra hot. Let's enjoy the sizzle. And of course, you're not really a carnivore in New York until your fire alarm goes off. Steak and Butter Guy actually unplugged the fire alarm because I was in a meeting with Dr. Chafee, so we really wanted to be professional and not have to stop the meeting. But anyways, as you can see, this beautiful, gorgeous sear on the steak turned out perfect. We did exactly 5.5 minutes sear on both sides. Here's what it looks like down the middle. We did it more medium rare. Usually we do like our steaks rare, if not blue rare, which is the rarest you could possibly cook it. But medium rare was great for dry aged steaks because it really does bring out that flavor and soften the meat. We could not resist but cook this for dinner. We decided on the 40 to 50 day dry aged steak right here, and Steak and Butter Guy, who's filming, cooked it up beautifully. Let's do a taste test.
How does it smell?
Yeah, it smells, it has that cheese, like blue cheese funky flavor, but it's not overwhelming at all. Very subtle. So I'm very curious to see how the flavor hits.
It's a New York strip, by the way. Better than Whole Foods, babe? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yo, something about that bouncy texture.
It's like a restaurant quality steak, and we didn't even use the correct pan because we don't have it here traveling.
In New York, yeah. What I will tell you guys is this steak right here, one of the best steaks I've ever had. I can easily judge because I never eat my steaks with anything on it. I have 0 salt, 0 seasoning, 0 sauce. It's just plain steak. This dry aged flavor is so beautiful and balanced.
It doesn't need anything else.
Exactly.
All you need is the flavor of the meat and the dry age. That's it.
It's actually 10 out of 10.
I overcooked it.
I just want to say a big thank you to Rob, his brother, and the whole crew at the butcher shop. If you don't live in Brooklyn, you can actually still try their dry-aged steaks at delapages.com. I've also linked them down below. I did want to wrap up and share that if you are new to this lifestyle, you just found my channel, or you just started this carnivore lifestyle, but you're kind of struggling with finding what works for you, or you need some help expediting your weight loss goals, I highly recommend you check out my community, the Steak and Butter Gang. It is open every single day. You can join anytime throughout any month to get the troubleshooting, guidance, and help that you need. It is also a community of so many passionate meat eaters, not just carnivores, but also keto dieters, ketovores, even vegans who are looking to heal through meat. So we accept everyone and anyone with open arms. I also invite on amazing carnivore doctors and MDs every single week, including Dr. Anthony Chafee, Dr. Tony Hampton, Dr. Robert Kiltz, Coach Rebecca Heichman, and the entire SBG team of amazing, experienced carnivore coaches. So if you would like to feel the accountability and support in the Steak and Butter Gang, you can feel free to check us out at the URL shown on the screen, sbgmeetup.com, or check out the links down below in the description box for clickable links. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. SBG out.